How do you put the tumultuous and brilliant life of Amy Winehouse in the movie? Well, they tried it in Back to Black. Let's talk about it now. Hey everyone, it's David Stark from Watcher Pass. I'm here to talk to you about Back to Black, which is coming to theaters on May 17th, 2024. It is a film about the life of Amy Winehouse and the creation of one of the best-selling albums of all time, Back to Black, the name of the movie. And my hot take is, look, I definitely think you should watch it. It has its ups and downs, but overall, it is a pretty great performance by Marisa Abela, the kind of person who takes on Amy Winehouse. And it tells an interesting story about a tortured musician that mixes both her music and her life. I loved Marissa's performance. I thought it had some really great music, not just Amy's music, but Amy's music is kind of peppered in there, and it definitely has plenty of drama. So I think ultimately you should probably watch it. But all that being said, I'm gonna tell you a little about the film, a few things I like, a few things I didn't like. I'm not really gonna go into the ending. It's a biopic. It's about her real life, so you kind of know what happened to her. So this one should be short and spoiler free. So, like I said, in Back to Black, it tells the story of Amy Winehouse from her adolescence, getting on the stage and starting to kind of like let the world see her voice, and then kind of the tumultuous ups and downs of her life onto the creation of Back to Black, which is one of the best-selling albums of our time. It's an iconic album. And this film looks into her life and that process. So, all that being said, things I liked about this movie. The first, I like the music. It's got great music, as you'd imagine, but not just Amy's music. There is a lot of like music that influenced Amy Winehouse that I loved. It kind of goes into some of the things that she loved, some of the older bands, some of the jazz music that she loved, and then also peppers her own songs into the narrative to kind of like put them in, I guess, kind of where they were created, and it like merges like her life events with the songs that she wrote, which I liked a lot. It kind of gave some better context to those songs. The second thing I liked Marisa Abela. I thought she did a fantastic job as Amy. It is a tough role to play, but she does a nice job of like showing both her fiery personality, her like no nonsense attitude, and some of the ups and downs of her life. And the last thing I like the drama. I didn't love the drama, but it definitely shows a lot of the things that happened to Amy and kind of like some of the demons that she was dealing with. Although, as you'll see in the things I didn't love as much, maybe not as many demons. So, all that being said, things I didn't love as much about this movie. The first, it kind of felt a little bit long. I don't know, maybe that's because so much kind of happened to her and there were so many kind of like ups and downs in her life, but it felt like a longer movie than it actually was. It was only about 2 hours, but it definitely kind of started to drag in the middle. The second thing I didn't love as much, kind of antithetical to the feels too long, it kind of ends too soon. It feels like the ending almost comes out of nowhere. It's kind of natural in the story, but it doesn't really necessarily give you a great sense of what happened. It just kind of like ends, and then you get some more information about Amy's life. So that was weird. I kind of expected maybe a stronger end, like a more tumultuous end, but that's not what we got. The third thing I didn't love as much, I don't know. This film feels like it kind of sugarcoats a little bit. I mean, it definitely goes into some of like her addictions and her drinking, but I don't feel like we got a good sense of, I don't know, some of the reasoning behind that. Maybe there wasn't maybe no one knew the actual reason, but it felt like there was a lot of passion and a lot of vice, but maybe not as much explanation for it. You get a sense of like where some of her vices kind of went into her music, like some of her life experiences went into her music, but I don't know. And this is also kind of related to the ending. I didn't really get a great sense of why the ending of the Amy Winehouse story actually happened. It doesn't really give you that great of a sense. I feel like they could have emphasized that more, and also maybe shown some more of the reasons for like what happened. Like, just a random aside, they mentioned that Amy lost a tooth, and they didn't have to. Like, they didn't need to mention that. It comes up in like a line in the movie, something about her tooth, and then then I know it's like, oh yeah, she's missing a tooth. They never explained why. Like, they never tried to show what happened. I guess maybe that was still a mystery, but they didn't give any sort of explanation. It was just kind of like something that happened, and then they move on. Again, it was weird. It felt like they could have gone into some more explanation for some of the some of the reasoning why some of her demons happened. Maybe they don't know. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they just kind of like don't have any good sense, and so they don't want to speculate. I can respect that, but as a viewer, it leaves you a little bit unfulfilled not knowing more about that. And the last thing I didn't love as much, This is also another weird one for a biopic. There were no images at the end. Like, usually at the end you'll get like images of the person and the actor and, kind of showing, or you'll just get pictures of the person. And I guess maybe everyone knows who Amy Winehouse was, but it'd been a while since I'd kind of thought about her. So it would have been nice to have some real life pictures of the people that we just kind of saw depicted on the screen. It's fairly common in biographical movies. They didn't have it here. So it's minor, but it is something that I just kind of love seeing at the end. So all that being said, Back to Black is in theaters on May 17th, 2024. Like I said, I think you should watch it. I was kind of in between like a rent and a watch on this, but I did ultimately enjoy the film. I liked the music, and I really liked Marisa Abela's performance. So I definitely think you should check it out in theaters. So if you do check it out, let me know what you thought. Let me know what you liked and didn't like. I would love to hear it. And thanks so much for watching. If you liked this review, please like and subscribe to this channel. It helps me out a lot. Make sure all my new content goes straight to you. Thank you.